It's the AJ and McCall show after the show. Is there anything we get involved in that Producer Butterz is overseeing that doesn't immediately result in him being super annoyed?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
Just making sure.
What? I'm never annoyed.
Right.
You are,
not at all.
though.
You've definitely not thrown mouse and slammed doors. I've never seen that, nor do I have it recorded. And it's one of my favorite memories on VFX. Never happened.
No, never does.
No reference. None of that.
Cool and
exists.
collected. Cool and collected.
100%.
Butters
much.
is what we call him all the time. It's
That's
alliteration. It's
Very
nice.
much so.
Yep, that is his
me.
nickname. Cool and collected Butterz.
All of it.
24/7, 965.
Well, I got bad news for you, Cool and Collected Butters, because I'm about to come unhinged.
Oh,
Because
no.
McCall said something super stupid earlier.
Well, you
and
said something super stupid earlier, too.
probably, but yours was the stupidest.
No, it wasn't.
Haha, I took the EST. You're done. It was the most stupidest.
Got it.
McCall said Nutella, not that great.
It's really not.
It is amazing.
Nutella is overrated. It's overrated. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, Nutella is the best actual thing on the planet.
First
this
of all,
is the best.
you don't like chocolate.
No.
Which is also
So that's why
incorrect.
you don't like Nutella.
Look, I feel like Nutella is like everybody went through this craze where they were like, "Is it the best thing in the world?
That
I
is
have to
factual.
lick the
There
entire
was, like, a
container.
worldwide
This
craze.
is the best thing ever." It's really not that great.
It's
okay?
amazing.
Like,
You know what sucks? It's caramel.
what?
Okay.
Caramel's the best. Like if they were
I'll
to
say
do a
something.
caramel Nutella, I'd be all over it.
Sucks.
AJ sucks.
I
No,
mean,
seriously.
I like caramel, but not like
It sucks. Chocolate, peanut butter, Nutella, all better.
No.
Yes, facts.
No.
Straight facts.
Drizzle some caramel on top of it. It's good.
That's what I said when we were arguing about this earlier. Caramel only succeeds as a part of something else. It's not a
Like
standalone
ice cream. Oh,
I can't with Nutella. Like, I think it's fine every once in a while. Like, my mom used to do scones, and so we would do scones with a little bit of Nutella and a little bit of, Maddox does this raspberry butter. And so you do Nutella and raspberry butter, and that was pretty good. But again, like, I just think Nutella is super overrated. It's just overrated. Everyone, like, hypes it up like it's the best freaking thing on the planet. And it's like,
well, duh.
have you guys ever had, like, a Reese's peanut butter cup? Or, like, you know, dirt?
With Nutella would be even better. Caramel is the white girl wasted of the sweet world.
I'm with it, okay? Nobody ever said McCall didn't get white girl wasted of the sweet world. Caramel's the best.
Caramel's only benefited that it was around before the internet. Otherwise, it would receive the same amount of trash talking that peppermint and pumpkin spice get.
I love caramel. I love it.
White
Caramel's
girl
way
wasted.
better than Nutella.
No,
100%. 100%.
Incorrect statement. Nutella, great. Caramel, not so great. Chocolate, good. Peanut butter, the best. That's the order.
Chocolate's not great. Sorry. Bruh.
All chocolate, huh? None chocolate is good. None at all.
White chocolate's good.
There
I like
it
white
is.
chocolate, like Kit Kats
Jeez.
and all of that jazz.
So racist.
Deliciousness. We got majority
chocolate is
majority
delicious.
at this point in time is saying Nutella's overrated. So
It's still better than
Sucks to
caramel.
suck,
Overrated.
bro.
It's still better than caramel means that caramel's terrible.
No.
Facts.
Caramel's delicious.
All right, let's take bets now. Producer Butter's comfort food is going to be something cool, or we're going to be like, oh, that's dumb. All right, bets, cool. It's going to be dumb. Producer Butters, what's your comfort food?
anything?
Fair.
Anything
I
good.
lose my bet.
Food in my mouth. Good. Got
I
it.
had a friend. I had a friend she was on her period. And we were talking about it. I was like, well, go get your comfort food then. That's what you need. Go home, do whatever it is, heating pad, whatever it is.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know what my comfort food is. How do you not know what your comfort food is? It's your weakness food.
My
Makes you-
weakness food, taco time. Or really anything with ranch.
That's most things for you.
Yeah, I know.
Taco Bell, pizza.
Nope.
Taco Bell
Pizza.
I'm with. I have extreme weakness for Taco Bell. What's your Taco Bell order?
Chalupa.
Everybody's got a normal one.
The chalupa.
Yeah.
That's it? Just one chalupa?
No, the meal. Cause it
Oh,
comes
the
with-
box?
There's a box.
Because I think it comes with 2 chalupas and a hard
Taco
taco or
and
something, and
The spinnies and the
yeah, I guess it is.
drinky
the box.
drink. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the box
Mine
ones.
is the crunch wrap,
Uh-huh.
chicken quesadilla,
Uh-huh.
and a bean burrito.
Reminds me of Taco Maker too.
I never went to Taco Maker.
I don't know what that is.
Taco Bell. Taco time. highest and most
Okay,
best.
fine. Just for the sake of fairness, what is your order at Taco Time?
I usually get a quesita burrito, and then I'll have them put 2 packets of green sauce inside of it, or I'll just ask for the green sauce and I'll just put it on myself. And then I put ranch dressing on top.
Of course.
And then I end up eating the little salad on the side as like a side salad because you're supposed to put it with the burrito, but no. So I eat it as a salad. Then I have like 2 meals. And then I have a quesita burrito. It used to be the crisp one burrito, but the problem is they got rid of the crisp one burrito. Shame, shame, shame.
I thought it was a 5-alarm burrito was in there somewhere.
Yeah, I also like the 5-alarm burrito. It depends on if I'm driving. If I'm driving, I'll do a 5-alarm burrito. If I'm not driving, I'll do the quesita burrito. The problem is that I had the 5-alarm burrito yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that they changed something in it, and so now it's not the same, and I'm really disappointed.
Or you're just getting old.
No, they changed it. They didn't end up using like normal sauce inside of it. They ended up doing like a chalky different sauce.
Basically Mexican food.
Yep.
I mean, I love Chinese food.
Give me some tacos.
No, you just brought up
Like
Taco
real
Bell. I have a
tacos.
weakness for Taco Bell, so normally I avoid it. Very special occasion does it take to get me to get Taco Bell because weakness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm weak. And I'm proud for that. Yeah.
I love Taco Bell.
See,
Let's say Chinese food.
I go through phases. I love smothered burritos though, so that's my jam.
I'm
They
good
have
with
an
Mexican food anytime.
Yeah,
to be
they have an
honest.
enchilito at Taco Bell that I also really like. I can't remember. They had a different kind of burrito that I really liked for a while, but that
When I was a
in
kid,
Vernal.
I used to try to order bean burritos, and maybe they can do this, but looking back, I don't think they can. So heaven help whoever had to deal with my order. But a bean burrito, which is basically just the beans,
and the cheese.
sauce, and onions, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to order it without onions. Heaven help whoever to do that, because I don't think they come separately.
They do.
Oh, well, then good
I
news.
always ordered them without onions. It's really easy. Poor AJ. He's never worked in food service, so he doesn't
haven't.
know.
I don't.
So you put the beans on in a little Scoopy Doop.
Okay,
And then you put the sauce on.
Beans then?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you put the saucy sauce on. And then you put the cheese on. And then you put the onions on.
Well, it's
very
delicious.
simple.
My point is it's delicious.
And then you just
also
retract the onions. You just don't put them on the sandwich.
No,
burrito.
wait, that's how it works. It's not a sandwich,
I
McCall.
literally. Ooh. Ooh. Pop off.
Bring it on. It's not a sandwich.
Mm.
So we got monster truck tickets we're giving away. They're VF and Tremont, 2 different shows this Saturday.
Yep.
So the question is, and Producer Butterz has actually experience with one of these, but the question is, would you rather drive a monster truck or drive in a demolition derby?
The statement that I made earlier today, I said the monster truck is probably less likely to have damage. However, it's probably a bigger injury if you end up getting an injury on a monster truck. Versus the demo derby, it's like you're gonna get bumps and bruises, maybe question mark, depending on how good your seatbelt and stuff are. But I think my answer would be a demo derby. I think it would be fun.
Cool collected Butterz.
A lot of whiplash.
A lot. I bet that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. No,
So,
that's fair.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
your neck would just be like wrecked.
Yeah, I bet.
But I don't know. I think maybe safer in a monster truck because at least you're surrounded by everything.
Yeah.
No, fair.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's where I stand on that.
I just think it would be so much fun.
Like the scene from Forrest Gump where you don't hear his entire speech, and that's all I gotta say about that.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Just waiting for some more. Go ahead, McCall.
I just think it would be really fun to like experience both of them.
Yes.
But the problem is like with demo derbies, I feel like it's harder. I mean, for the vehicle, obviously, because you got to figure out how to be able to create your vehicle because you can't just like roll up and be like, "What up? Can I be in a demo derby?"
No, that was really cool when we did the giveaway for
Yeah.
him.
Last year and the year before,
Yeah.
we've done them the last couple of
I
years.
went out and did a remote with one of the guys who was a big organizer for it, and it was insane him telling me all the details. Like they pick specific models they like
Yep.
from certain years, and they try and collect them, and then they're always looking for it was crazy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's rules and all kinds of.
Well, I meant
It's
like the
crazy.
drivers individually have like specifics that they're loyal to.
Yeah.
So they're always on the lookout for like
Ouch, ouch.
Makes
Chevy
sense.
something
dying.
82 to 87 or whatever.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Crazy. But yes. I don't, so then would you do the demo derby again, or you rather do the monster truck, Butterz?
I don't know.
'Cause I still,
He's
I've
like
kind
neither.
of always wanted to do a demo derby.
The derby thing is a little intense.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
I feel like my anxiety would be like through the roof.
Well, especially because that's what they said when we interviewed him. The guy we actually did a podcast with him, I believe. We did drop the mic. But, like, I don't think it's a full-time job for anyone, but, like, it's like a season.
Mm-hmm.
They are, like, committed for the 6 months or however it runs. They're doing that, and then they go back to doing their normal thing. So, like, they're into it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
On it.
Demo derby it is. Let's just do a Cache Valley Media Group demo derby. We'll sell tickets to it, and then all the contestants can be us, the on-air talent.
I don't think that's a great idea.
I think that's an amazing idea.
I feel like there's a lot of bad blood
We'll
between
use
other
the
people.
station vehicles. Look, I'm not saying there's not specifically some people I might gun for first.
No, I think we'd get cacked.
No.
Cacked.
No.
Yes.
You know who's going to win? Lynn.
Oh, I was thinking, Lynn or Craig.
Craig has a lot of underlying, bubbling, pent-up rage. There's no denying it.
Oh, yeah.
What about Al? Albus, excuse me.
Nah, I don't think he'd want to be a part of it.
Here's what we do. We get all the on-air talent.
Wrong.
We get all the salespeople. We do 2 heats. Then you take, like, the top 3 from each, and then you run them off for a finals.
That's a great idea.
I love it.
That's a great idea.
Butterz, are you in?
Yes.
Okay. Station vehicles, you'll work on talking to the owner about that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
As long as well as taking it to the airport.
Yes.
Right.
We'll do it at the airport. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Drag races there.
They land like what? A plane a day?
Dude, they are like busy right now. You drive over there and it's like stupid busy.
Okay, fine.
I almost get hit by an airplane every day. I'm really just kidding because they're not flying that low, but like I can fly underneath them.
Right.
Every single day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drive underneath them, not necessarily fly underneath them.
That says something about how fast you're going then.
Oh, yeah.
If you're flying and...
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay.
Driving and flying and calling it good and doing that whole chicanery and stuff.
So it just amazes me that you don't get pulled over more than if you're flying under planes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely speeding.
Zoom. I do a zoom.
All right. Past judgment. It's on our Facebook page, Utah's VFX. McCall's got a story to tell us, and we have to decide if she was justified in almost committing the action she almost did.
Okay. So, yes, story time. Yesterday, I had to go and pick up a tool for Dustin. And I go into the store, and Dustin sends me a picture of it. It's got the SKU number on it. It says there are 2 in the store, so I can go and pick it up.
Right.
And we're gonna keep it anonymous. We're just gonna call it Dome Hepot. Okay. So I go into Dome Hepot to see if they have.
It's Dome Depot.
Dome Hepot. We go in to go see
Sinclair, right?
if
That's what that
they have it, and I'm looking around. I swear I'm looking at it for like half an hour trying to figure out where the stupid tool is. And I'm like, I can't find it. I cannot find this tool anywhere. So finally I decide, okay, I'm going to go up to the front. I'm going to ask this guy, which by the way, it takes a lot of courage for me and a lot of like pride dropping for me to go up and go look for a tool because I know exactly how this goes. Anytime I go into any sort of a hardware store, everybody's always like, oh, sweetie, do you know what you're looking for? Yes, I freaking know what I'm looking for. I understand that I look like a fragile flower, but I will kick your butt, okay? I know what I'm looking for.
Fragile flower's a bit generous. You're tall and lengthy. A fragile flower's a bit generous. Maybe like a sapling tree.
And you take it too personal.
And... That's funny. That's really cute that you think that I'm taking it personally. Okay. But literally, I go
Get him, McCall, get him!
I go into any store, and I feel like this is always something that comes up. Like, people are always like,
time,
oh, well, do
obviously.
you know what you're going
Yeah,
for?
obviously it didn't come up this time.
So I go up to the front and I say, excuse me, sorry to bother you, but this is the tool that I'm looking for.
Here at Dome Hepot.
Here at Dome Hepot. And I go up and I say, this is the tool that I'm looking for. Can you point me in the direction of it? And he says to me, well, it's on the app, so there's a location on it. And I said, see, normally there is, but there's not on this one. And he's like, are you sure? You ever ask me if I'm sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. It's not on here. And he's like, well, let me see it. So I'm like, okay, here you go. So he scrolls down and he's like, oh, that's strange. There's not a location on this one. I was like, yeah, that's really strange. So anyway, he's like, well, let me look up the SKU number on it. And I'm like, okay, great. So he looks it up and he's like, okay, so it should be in this tool bin with all of these other tools. And I was like, right, it's not. And he's like, well, let's go over there and look. And I was like, okay, let's go over there and look. So I follow him over there and he's looking and he's like, that's strange. It's not over here. And I was like, I know, it's not over here. I don't know where it's at. And he's like, well, maybe it's in this bin with all of the new stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. Because he says, it says that there are 2 of them. And I said, yes. So we go over.
Half an hour of repeating the same steps here.
We go over and we
Should've
look.
just started with that.
Yeah.
We go over and we
so much
look
time.
at the new location and he's like, so it's not here. Let me call the person that's in charge of the tools. They know where it's at. They should know where it's at. So I'm like,
Should've
okay,
just
cool.
done that in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish.
why didn't
I
you-
wish I would have just
why
done that.
didn't you
I
talk
wish
to
I
that
would have just
person?
done that.
Why didn't you talk to
he's
the person that was the head of that department?
He says the person that's in the head of the department has been on break for half an hour, so we'll end up having this conversation.
So
with him.
McCall ran out his entire
the
break.
entire break. So they call this person. They say, hey, we're trying to figure out where this tool is. Do you know where it is? And I hear, okay, I'll let him know. So they hang up the phone and he says, okay, so the tool is in the back room. There's a pile of these tools, not this specific tool, but this brand of tool in the back room. They're going to be redoing these 2 displays here in the next couple of weeks. So you can expect this tool to be out in 3 to 4 weeks. And I was like, it's in the building.
We have it in the building. It is here. Can't have it for 3 to 4
I
weeks.
totally understand that you got to go through the protocols of being able to like go through and set up your lovely little displays and get it good. But like, can I walk back there? Because it's on the website. It says it's here. This is not the first time that this has happened to me either.
At Dome Hepot?
At Dome Hepot. This has happened to me a second time. And they were like, oh yeah, it's actually in the back, but we can't get it out for the next
Sounds
3
like
or
you
4
need to go to
weeks.
Highs.
That'd be
Do
cute.
you mean
But they don't.
hose? I'm sorry. Moe's?
That's why I did say that.
Bows?
Bows.
Pick your poison.
Bows and yos. So anyway, I was really bummed because
Why is it on the website if you can't have it?
Yeah. So anyway, Dustin was like, well, I'm just going to do like same day pickup on the website, right? Because it's on the website and it has the same day pickup on the
sense
website.
to me.
So then he went back on and they had removed it, saying that it wasn't available in
you
the
solved
store
the
anymore.
headache for somebody else.
Yeah, well, that's great. But yeah, I
Should have went to the helpful store like Ace.
yes. So
You won't get jerked around.
So anyway, I'm like walking around trying to figure this out. And seriously, I just wanted to tell the guy, hey, can I just go back to the back room? I'll just go find it myself.
Yeah,
Like,
just
I
give me some
understand.
gloves.
I understand that there's like a big pile of things, but like, I'll look through
It's
it.
protocol. The tools are in quarantine.
The tools are in quarantine. I
Jeez.
breathed on it.
Jeez.
We got a 50-50 breakdown on is McCall justified to go into the stockroom and search for herself?
Yes.
50% of people say yes. 50% of people say absolutely
I hope
not.
those 50% of people that said no heard the story, because I think once you hear the story, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm on board.
Seriously,
I think
I
it
was
would have
like,
been justified just giving that guy one of those extra, oops, elbow shuffle.
Oh, but you know, I'm grateful. I know that you guys are dealing with a lot of like pain in the butt people.
Oh, for
I
sure.
try really hard to not be a pain in the butt person. Like I try to be very like, okay, yes, I'll roll over and just be like, okay, this is fine. I can
Well,
I can
McCall,
accept
if
it.
you just didn't spend so much time looking in the wrong place.
I know. I should have stopped doing that. I should have stopped looking in the wrong place.
At least you get help when you go in there.
I was really thankful.
I go in there, I stand around, and everybody
That's
just
what
walks
happened.
past me.
Seriously, for the last, like, I stood there for 30 minutes and I had to go up to the lovely little help desk and I was like, excuse me, I know you're probably really busy right now.
Which you're
can
not,
you-
because you've been talking over there for 20 minutes to your coworker.
Well, I asked him, I was like, I know you're probably really busy right now. Is there
Trust
a way?
me, this happened.
I said, is there a way that like you could help me find something, or could you find somebody that could help me find something? And he's like, well, it should just be on the app.
Look.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I should have
Well,
looked
then
there
what are you
first.
doing here? Jerk
My
face.
bad.
My message is, if you guys would like not shop national chains and would shop local, you can just have less of that issue.
I ended up going over somewhere, but
Oh, look at that!
they
it
didn't
worked.
have it.
Oh, well, poop. At least they told. At least
Where do
they
you find
didn't
that
make you
thing
search for
locally?
an hour.
At one that goes trio mules and supplies.
to come up with a disguised nickname.
That was really
Yeah,
hard.
You know, the place where you won't get jerked around.
You should have went to boat freight.
No,
I'm pretty sure they
They
have
don't
those
have
at
it.
Taco Time.
they have it at
Oh,
Taco
it doesn't work when you switch the first two letters.
Bacotel.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like I'm
So wait,
15
is
billion
this-
degrees because I got put on the spot to try and come up with a new name.
Is this store at a level where we're boycotting it as a team? Because like that
No.
one
Yes.
Kurger being I don't go to because they treated McCall like a jerk. I don't go there anymore.
I shop at the other one
Oh,
now.
that's cool. I
Moe's,
hate going to
Moe's,
the
Moe's,
The blue one, not the
Coast.
not the orange one.
Yo's,
Joe's.
Mo's, and Joe's.
Yo's, Mo's, and Joe's.
Yo's, Mo's, and Joe's. I tried to go into that one, but I feel like every time I go into that one, people are like annoyed that I exist. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously you're
most
such a
of the time
bird
they're
looking in the
annoyed
wrong
at
place.
everybody.
They're exactly.
Why don't you know exactly what you need and where it's
for
at?
the most part, when I go to Dome Hepot.
I just want everyone to make a note. If you're listening to the podcast, you already read the description. My favorite part is going to be putting in, I bet you can't guess what stores they're talking about with the clever nicknames.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
All
All right, so here's I think the situation. Here's what I think we do for the monster truck tickets.
Did we get our texts
been
in
waiting
yet? Because it's already been
patiently.
going in. I mean, it's
Oh.
been up. Going up on a Tuesday.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
If the keyword was trucks,
It sure was.
then yes, we did.
The VFX trucks. I should have made it Dome Hepot, but I
That's what
didn't.
I was
So
gonna
sorry.
do. Okay, so we got a monster truck winner. We'll have that on all the after shows the rest of the week. So
Oh,
be
gosh.
listening. Of course, we'll have chances during the AJ and McCall show as well, and on our social media, Utah's VFX.
Yeah.
So all for the podcast listeners and watchers.
Listeners and watchers,
And
love
this
that.
has been the AJ and McCall show.
After the show!
Not brought to you by Dome Hepot.
No.